You know, I put my handheld tripod down somewhere, and my little bitty tripod, my baby tripod, I put it down somewhere and I forget where. I don't know where it is. Today I shot with a new lens, and I got this lens from mpb.com. No, not a sponsor, but hey, come call me. This is a 55-200 on my X-T5. This is a 55-200, which full frame equivalent is 85-300, aka big honkin' zoom. I have been shooting mostly primes. In fact, previously when I bought a zoom lens, I didn't like it. I put it back up for sale. I sold it right away. Didn't like it. Today, I needed something different. I just hadn't been getting out. I needed something different. And so I went with this, the 55-200. It is, wow, I had so much fun. I went down to Newburyport. I did a very, very brief shoot. So I'm gonna just narrate it for you, and then I'll come back at the end. So this picture is, I think it's a cormorant. And what's kind of neat is that this is right down by the river. I am standing on the shore, obviously, and I get this shot. This shot is a pretty good zoom, but then what I do is not only do I shoot with a zoom, but I also crop a little bit, because my camera shoots 40 megapixels. 40 megapixels. So I can zoom in till the end of time if I want. So I got you this shot. And I think that's pretty neat, right? So a different shot, but the same bird. And I just thought it was kind of neat how like I could get something way out of my grasp, shouldn't even be able to reach it, and then there it was. This one is, this is the Merrimack River. There's all kinds of boats moored here, and so this is just one of the boats. But again, it's just so up close. There's a line, I think it's Robert Capo, who says, if the picture's bad, then it means you weren't close enough, or something like that. I'm ruining that quote, but it's something like that. So it's really neat to have this opportunity to get up nice and close with this zoom lens. And again, I'm right down by the river, so a lot of this is water and nautical based and that sort of a thing. But right alongside the river, there's like this whole area with swings and kind of a walkway and stuff like that. And so, for instance, I shot this through some trees of a woman and her dog. Now, this is a very far away shot. I used the trees as kind of some framing. Her and her dog. I wish the dog was looking at me, but the dog was investigating a sound. So it was just kind of fun to put this in, just because of the mix back and forth between what's going on the water and then what's going on with this lady and her dog. This to me it's not the best picture in the world or anything like that, but it's just a nicely captured sailboat. It was a beautiful day. I mean, the water just looks like you want to jump into it. The temperature was like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so what's not to love about that? This guy going out for what's probably the last ride. This weekend will be his last time out there. So I thought that was a really nice shot. You know, not an amazing photo, but just kind of nice to capture. This guy, he waved to me right after he took this picture. Well, I took the picture. He waved to me right after I shot this. And I was like, dang it, that would have been such a nice shot with the waving. That would have worked rather well. By the way, I'm saving like my favorite 3 at the end, but I've got a bunch of other ones along the way. This shot is a whole bunch of really nice fishing line. It's not nice, I don't know. I liked the shot because it's fishing tackle. It's the stuff that goes on the nets that when you are catching lots of stuff, it would be in something like this. This is some of the rigging type rope that goes into it. It's not the net itself, it's the rigging rope that connects with it. I'm not a fisherman, I don't know, don't ask me. This is like seaweed and junk. I just liked it. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird, but it caught my eye, and I said, well, I'm taking a picture for people, because who knows? There's a statue, kind of a monument sort of a thing, and it's this wheel and an anchor, and it's dedicated to anybody who was lost at sea in the pursuit of maritime activities. So I thought that was kind of neat. This one, I am purely reacting to the reflections. I think what I might actually do, I think that's a nice photo. What I might actually do is crop in, is make it even a little bit more abstract and get in really close. So I don't know, it's just a thought. I like it. I think it's just a regular old picture of a boat next to some water. I think if I cropped in really close, it might be kind of interesting. I don't know. So where that rigging was, right next to it was this bit, which are some little bobby things. I don't know the name of nautical stuff. You don't have to, don't come at me, but it was definitely really fun and pretty to see. This guy, there was all these people, so right alongside the river, like I said, there's this area where people can kind of hang out. And this guy was just in like nice quiet contemplation. Now, this is not a good photo professionally, because you're supposed to make the foreground dark and make the center point that you want people to look at, the light part. So I've absolutely failed it. But okay, so here's my three favorites. One, this is my favorite because it looks like a nice moment. They're like checking on the phone. They're clearly like, hey, what did your friend say, or something like that. And I love it because I am very far away, and this is all because of the reach of that zoom. And I thought it just captured like a nice shot. Look how casual everybody looks. Very nice. My friend Chloe, when she saw this one, she said, wow, this really looks like the kind that would be hanging up in a gallery somewhere. And of course my head swells when I hear that, but it's funny because that was already one of my favorites, and I liked it. I think it's tranquil. I think it's the kind of thing you might have on like a waiting room wall. Isn't that a weird way to think about it? This could be in a waiting room. And this is my favorite of the whole thing. Mine doesn't have to be your favorite, but it's my favorite. And what I like is just sort of the graphic elements. I like the one. I like the what do you call it, life raft kind of thing. I like the dock, and underneath the dock where you start to see just the edge of the reflection. And I just really like the colors, the elements. I just found it really cool. Okay, so let me get back to my video, but hopefully you found this interesting. Hope you liked some of the shots. Give me some comments. Let me know. Tell me what you thought. So you see what I mean? It was just, I was a lot closer to my stuff. Now I love shooting. My favorite lens that I have for that system, for the Fujifilm system, move, okay, get out of the way, is the 35. This is the 35 f1.4. This is known as kind of a magic lens, a quirky lens. Everyone loves this lens. It stays on my camera so often. But wow, how fun to mix it up and try something with a zoom. That was a lot of fun. So I had a great day, great experience on putting things back. And I just, there's so many ways we can get out there and try new things and really keep our energy going on stuff like this. Look, no one's, like, unless you're being paid to do it, no one's paying us to do it. We're doing this for our fun. Make it fun. Shoot fun. Shoot fun.